This video was sponsored by Envato Elements. In this episode of our challenge, I'm already doing this way too detailed, I do not have time for that. Merge these two skies together. I'm totally not stressing right now. It is time for another hour challenge again, since it's been way too long and you guys really seem to like it. But if you're new to this channel and have no idea what I'm talking about, basically I get some images chosen by someone else and get 1 hour to turn them into something that's at least a little nice to look at, using Photoshop. If you're not subscribed yet and you like my content, subscribe, but most importantly hit that bell to stay notified about future videos, because it seems like a lot of you guys keep missing my new videos, and that's, you know, yeah. But okay, anyway, I asked a friend of mine to get me some images, and these are the ones she sent. Personally, I think this might actually work, so without any further ado, let's get bloody started. Alright, so we are here in Photoshop and it's right about 2:15, so that means that we have until 3:15 to finish this artwork. So let's just not waste any more time and get straight into it. First, I'm gonna grab this image because this, I think, will be a great way, a great thing to put in the... I'm gonna go all around this edge like this, and the thing is, right up here, that's gonna be tricky because, well, I'm already doing this way too detailed. I do not have time for that. I'm just gonna go sort of around it, I guess. And then hopefully I can fix that weird edge later. So I was thinking maybe at the end of this episode I can just do another version off screen without a time limit, so we can see what it would have looked like if I just had all the time in the world. That actually might be pretty fun to see, because then well, this, for example, could have been so much better. I just really hope that the advanced mask options are gonna help me. There you go. Then make selection, okay, like that. And then what I was thinking, I could hopefully, yeah, I mean, it's shitty, but it's a bit better than nothing, so I'm gonna have to go with it. I'm not gonna lie, it could have been so much worse. There you go. I guess that is somewhat what I was aiming for. So yeah, there we have the little house. Next, I'm gonna grab my first soldier, this guy. So I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can. I guess this is going pretty well. Doesn't take too long if you ask me. It's funny how in like every episode I'm saying, oh, I don't have time for this, it's way too... And then indeed, I don't have time for it because, well, it goes to shit. But then I just keep doing it anyway. Whoop! There you go. Make selection. And I think there's a few areas. Yeah, right here. Extract that from the selection. Mask button. There you go. And then I'm gonna convert that into a smart object because, well, why not? Then I'm gonna put this thing a bit down and then this one on top or something. Maybe a bit smaller because now it's really, well, really big. So that's not what we want. Yeah, and then these other two, I'm just gonna put right on the left and right of this guy. So yeah, I'm gonna grab the next one. Oh, this is getting so boring. I'm just gonna skip this part because this is just really boring to watch. Make selection, and then I'm gonna extract some areas again. Convert that into a smart object and make him a bit smaller. Put him behind the other guy and behind the house, by the way. And then a bit smaller, maybe. And then the girl we can put on this side. Amazing! Yeah, so this one seems a bit easier to mask out, hopefully. Whoop. And make her smaller, just like that. Fantastic. And then I think if I grab like a grass brush or something, I can just do it like that. Well, that looks really bad, but we can fix that later. Because we also had this other image, this one, which I think we can use the grass off because this looks pretty cool, honestly. I'm gonna select that really quick and then use that same brush to remove some stuff. There you go. I think that's yeah, that's fine. So then for the background sky, I'm gonna grab, well, the sky that I got right here. However, then we also had that other image, which I think is even better. So I'm gonna put that on top of it, and then I'm gonna try to merge these two skies together. That must look very incredibly great. So I'm gonna add a layer mask to this and then grab a very soft brush and remove that area. And then this one should probably have some blue to it to kind of match the other one. Then I'm gonna add some more contrast by darkening some areas just like this. It's starting to look pretty cool. And then maybe just some more contrast overall. Then for the explosion, I was thinking maybe it would look really cool if we just put that right behind them. And that will result in sort of a movie poster effect sort of thing. Refine edge, refine the edge, like that. And this side too, this works so freaking great for explosions. Then I'll add an exposure adjustment layer, make it a bit brighter, and then subtract it with blend if to get that nice dramatic explosion effect. Then the edges of the explosion should be well, bluish because the sky is bluish too. However, it should only be visible at the edges. Let's just kind of blend these together first because this is looking really terrible. I am going to go up here and maybe just use my grass brush. I don't think that's gonna look really great because this is not grass, but I can try. And then I should probably add a shadow to that foot because that way it will look a whole lot more realistic. Then a shadow right below the guy. There, and just like that, that is already looking a bit better. So
Yo, what's up?
Dude, I'm recording.
Yeah, I know, but you haven't told them about our sponsor Envato Elements yet.
What is Envato Elements?
That is a website where you can download tons of digital assets for video editing, photo editing, and basically, well, everything creative and digital.
Huh.
Oh, and that's also the website you got those images from.
It is?
Yep.
I see. I was already wondering why these looked so great.
I know. Envato has stock photos and videos, but also Photoshop assets specifically. Think of stuff like brushes, actions, and even layer styles ready for you to add to your projects.
That is pretty cool, man.
I know, and for only $16 a month you can get unlimited access to the whole thing. That's almost 3 million items, plus the 50 million photos from 2020, and all you gotta do is click the first link in the description and get started.
That's amazing, man. I'll definitely get a subscription then.
We already have one.
Oh. Yeah, of course. Well, if you're interested, click the link in the description and get a subscription. Now, let's continue with the video.
Sure, man. See ya.
Since the explosion behind them is really freaking bright, they should be darker. So I'm going to generally just, well, make them darker. Use exposure for that, a bit darker, like that. And then the same thing to the other guys too. Then the house itself should have some darker areas too. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the house, except this time I will actually vary in darkness. So for example, this part right here should definitely be lit by the explosion. So there's this area. There you go. And then right on this side, it should be a bit brighter too, since this area right there is really bright. There you go. Then the grass right here should be darker too. So I'm gonna add the same exposure adjustment layer to that one too, and then hopefully that will look a bit better. And then the grass from the building too. And I should probably add another shadow right about here. And then I think I'm gonna add some glows already because that really makes stuff pop usually. So I'm gonna go with a little orange-red color and then put it on linear dodge add. And then I should probably be able to just paint really just nice glows right here. Not really subtle, but just glows because subtle is never fun if you ask me. Then I'm going to add a highlight to the house because, well, wait, by the way, this yellow stuff right down here should probably have some glow too. Then first I'm going to add a highlight to the grass right up front. The light in the background definitely does cast some light to that. So I'm going to hue and saturation, colorize, and then make it really freaking bright, that yellow color. This will probably not look that great. Erase areas. I guess that's fine. Then the same thing right up here, and that actually looks pretty good on itself. Then the same highlight to the house. First I'm gonna make the highlights from the sides because those are the color that we're working with right now. And then afterwards we can go to the highlight from the explosions. And then maybe this might look better when I add a little blend if. Super small detail, but it definitely does add some depth and life to the image. Yep, that looks pretty nice. So then up here, just a really small rim. Then we need to do the same thing on this side. However, the light is really backlight on this in this case, so it's a bit more general, I guess. Then we need to do the highlight for the leaves right up here. So I'm gonna copy that effect and then rearrange the blend if sliders. Probably a bit more orange. You know what? For now it's fine. Then I'm gonna do the highlights for the guys because that's basically the most important thing. We only have 15 minutes left, so it is gonna be a close one for sure. Oh, by the way, we totally forgot the planes. This is gonna be so problematic. How am I ever gonna do this in time? I'm never gonna do this in time. I'm gonna start here, just right up there, there. I'm totally not stressing right now. And once again, I'm going way too detailed. Actually, right now, I'm thinking maybe I could do it in time. Okay, make selection. I think that's it. There you go. That's the plane. Then I'm going to feathering, just a bit of feathering. There you go. Convert that into a smart object and put it right up there. Maybe that should be pretty much a bit higher. Hurry, hurry, hurry. First extend the sky. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, that actually looks pretty cool, but it still has to be blended, so I'm gonna go to exposure down here, make it darker. However, the lower portion of the wings should be orange, should they? I think so. There's only 5 minutes left, bro. There's no way. Go, 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 go. This looks really weird, but I guess it is fine for the amount of time I have. Now the color should probably be, there you go. And then it also needs some more darkness, I think. You know what, that's fine. I'm going to add a camera raw filter because we don't have time for anything else. Only 4 minutes left. Convert to smart object. Just changing up all the values a bit. There you go. Really make that explosion pop right there. Then the color mixer. This is where the actual magic happens. Then go over to split toning. Probably a bit orange, a bit blue greenish maybe. And then effects. Add some grain to the thing. Then finally calibration. Only 2 minutes left. Yeah, that should be it. I still have 2 minutes left, so I can do some other stuff too still. But like what? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I can't think when I'm this stressed. So I mean, it looks pretty cool. Maybe these guys should be a bit darker. Look, if they had highlights, this would be fine, but they don't. So that's why I should probably make these guys a bit darker because I still have 1 minute left. The other guy, there you go. Then merge everything together, and then I'm gonna have to end it because we have, to be exact, we're pretty much out of time. That's it. That is the final result of this hour challenge. So now I'm just gonna take my time to fix everything and see how much better it gets, because honestly it looks pretty good already, I'm not gonna lie. However, for example, the highlights, there are just no highlights right here, and there definitely needs to be. The plane is just really messy, so I think there's quite some stuff I could improve. Also, for example, the edge of the explosion is looking a bit weird. I'm just gonna go and see what could be improved about this. Also, I might add some images here and there, nothing big or something, but just to add some detail. For example, maybe another plane, I'm thinking. But yeah, so I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so this is what I made in 1 hour with the images I got. Now, I spent another 1.5 hours without adding new images, so really only just to make this look better, and that looks like this. As you can see, I now did add the highlights, which I mean looks so much better. And the other big thing is the light on the plane, which I changed drastically. Oh, and also I changed up the camera raw filter slightly, which gives a more cinematic feeling, but there are still a few errors, one of which is the fact that this plane does not match the time period of these soldiers at all. I believe this is a Soviet biplane from World War II, and these soldiers are just, well, very modern. Then also these soldiers are way too big for this house, and I have no idea why it took me this long to figure that out, but in general, just a lot could be improved. So I spent another 2 hours on it, and there you go. Now I can safely say that this looks kinda badass. Mainly, I scaled down these soldiers, as I mentioned, and I mean, obviously changed pretty much their clothing, guns, and entire appearance into World War II. And trust me, I'm aware, the uniforms aren't really accurate still, but at least it's all a bit in the same theme now. Oh, and for a fun story, I thought these three could just be like some kind of elite squad, because well, they all look a bit different than usual soldiers, and that is why I added the title saying Heroes of World War II, which must be the cheesiest name ever. Oh, and I also added the line a video game that will never exist, because I thought it kinda looked like a gaming poster at this point. Anyway, I also added some planes and some flares and colors and depth, and set the inside of the cabin on fire, because why not? And yeah, that's pretty much what I did. Or is it? I might have spent another hour on it, just maybe. Yeah, I guess all of that speaks for itself. Just more drama, more action, more everything. I personally think it's pretty cool to see how different things get depending on how much time you spend on it. Like, imagine I would spend another 10 hours on it, what would it look like then? Anyway, onto our favorite Instagram post on #BennyReview, which this week was made by Subin Sam. This is just fantastic. I love the glow and the way you created these yellow highlights. Well done. Want to see your edit on my favorite Instagram posts? All you gotta do is tag #BennyReview in your next post. Don't forget to check out Envato Elements via the link in my description and get a subscription if you're interested, and then I guess that's where this video ends. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and if you enjoy my overall content, feel very free to subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified about future videos. That would mean the world to me. Then I hope I'll see you in my next video.